Nothing like a drive in the Rocky Mountains in Canada.
Hey everybody, it's Mark here again, Exoticcar PlayPlace, and today we're driving the Bmw E60 M5. That's the V10 variety with the 5-liter V10. Now today, I think after logging a bunch of miles on this particular car, I think we're definitely in a position to judge whether, we feel that this car ranks as potentially maybe one of the best, and if I can be so bold as saying possibly the best supercar on the planet and on the roads today. So stick with us. We'll talk about the top 5 items that do make this a top qualifier.
So this is what 500 horsepower feels like in a family car.
So the first box that needs to be checked here is performance. And when we talk about the 5-liter V10 BMW E60 M5 that pushes out about 507 horsepower and piles of foot-pounds of torque, there is no shortage on straight line performance. It can dust a Ferrari 360 and show its tailpipes all day long. So the beauty with these cars here is they have fully adjustable differential settings and fully adjustable suspension settings, which allows this car to be quite customizable. So on one hand, you can drive it with the ease of any other generic mid-size luxury sedan, and the next you can drive it like a Ferrari or Porsche and run the legs off of it, and it has the suspension, the stiffness, and the dampening that can support sporty driving. It's just an awesome machine in the handling in the corners as well. Huge brakes as well to support that when you hit the big speeds. Now, one other little tidbit I thought I'd slide in here as well, and maybe a lot of you folks out there did not know this. We have seen cars with the E60 vintage that were chipped where it electronically removed the governor, which is factory set at 155 miles per hour, and with the chip we were able to eliminate that or move the governor out of the way. The car was then taken to a long stretch racetrack, kind of where the jet planes take off, and believe it or not, because of the gearing and the 7-speed transmission and the horsepower and the high torque band of this car, the BMW M5 in this particular group was able to hit 204 miles per hour and was actually only second to a Ferrari Enzo. And believe me, there was a lot of supercars out there that day, so that's a little tidbit. These cars have huge top speeds if a person has the couillons to support that. The next checkbox is the sound, and the BMW E60 M5 has the sound. It doesn't sound too far off of an F1 car. It does actually sound a lot like a Lamborghini Gallardo, which does make a presence when it arrives. The new F10 BMW M5 does not have that same sound, and I think they fell down on that one. So you need the sound. So the third checkbox to hit is the overall maintenance. Let's face it, BMW has dealerships almost on every corner, kind of like the ABC stores in the US and kind of like the 7-Elevens in Canada. Maintenance is accessible. You can't always speak to that same tone with a lot of Ferraris and Lamborghinis. It's just not going to happen. So the fourth checkbox has to do with its general drivability and practicality. Let's talk drivability firstly. How many Lamborghinis or Ferraris do you get caught or do you see driving in the snowy winter times in the north? I haven't seen any. I've seen Porsches in some cases, some can, but you don't see people driving those. Well, partially is because they like to keep the cars in good shape, but they also don't travel that well on icy roads. Well, the BMW does with its traction aids and all the traction control that they have designed in there. The BMW M5 is just as good in the wintertime as it is in the summertime. And the trump card here that the BMW E60 has over a lot of other supercars is the fact that it is practical. Hey, let's face it, you've got a trunk, you've got 5 seats, You've got room for your friends, family, the whole 9 yards. Who said a supercar had to be impractical? I mean, the fact that a lot of them are impractical, that's great. They don't have to be, and this proves the point. This justifies the further existence and the want and the desire to own an M5, because everybody can use one, but nobody has to make excuses for owning one. So the ultimate question is the BMW E60 M5 the best supercar in the world? We sure believe it is.
Please subscribe, like, and comment. Again, there will be a lot more to follow. Talk to you soon.